Bonjour à tous. Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. Let's start this session. I'm gonna wait for the people to come. Today, gonna be a great session. Start this session. Let me know if you can hear me well, if the sound is good or not. Yeah, tell me in the chat, please, if everything is perfect for you guys in terms of video, in terms of sound. Can you see my screen? Can you hear me well? Hey. All right, so we're gonna trade live today. These two indices. That's great. Looking forward to it. Perfect. Yep, so FOMC, it's on the evening, right? It's not now. So we still have the opportunity to maybe take a trade if something happens now during the opening. So just let me do my analysis. I'm going to share with you my views right now. So let me check here. Okay, this low. All right, interesting. Puff, 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 puff. Mitigated this high. Okay. So I never trade before 9:45. So I always let the market open. Okay, I let the first 15 minutes to show me, you know, what's going on. And I'll trade maybe if there is something interesting for me after the first 15-minute candle close. So let's see. Let's see. So for now, all right, let me put that here. So we have an SMT here. Okay, interesting. Here we have liquidity below those equal lows. Let me see, guys. Okay. Tell me if you're bullish or bearish on indices. What's your view on what is actually currently? Let me see. Not the easiest price action actually to read. Let me see where the Asian session is, if we are in premium or discount. Okay. That's actually interesting. Okay, we might go higher in my opinion. We might go higher. Will depend on this 15-minute candle. Let me know if you're bullish or bearish in the chat. Be interesting to know you guys' opinion on the current price action right now. It's not easy actually. We have liquidity in both sides of the market. We're kind of evolving inside a range, which is not surprising as we have the FOMC tonight. Bull, kind of bullish too for now. Especially with this SMT going on here. As you guys can see, we have an SMT here. We're mitigating this fair value gap on the 15 minute as the midnight open too. Asian high still available. Here we took out the low, but we didn't took out the high of the Asian session. Still got a lot of liquidity on this low though. That's why I would be careful actually. Well, not gonna lie, it's not the best price action possible. It's not the best price action in my opinion, but let's see if we have something clear. Okay, let's wait anyway for the closure of this 15-minute candle. And we'll see if we take a trade or not. Alright, how you doing guys? Hope you had a great start of the week. Yesterday was the live of Hugo with Melmom. I don't know if some of you guys were there yesterday. It was a great live. We might retest. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. Ouais, je pense aussi. Let's see. Interesting price action to be fair, but I would be careful what I'm going to do. Let me put this in this way because I don't like to have NQ on my left. I prefer to have NQ on my right side. Here, okay, now it's better. You know what? I'm maybe bearish short term. I'm gonna explain why. Because here we got an SMT on the highs. All right. Oh no, we don't. Okay, no, forget about what I said. I thought we have an SMT here, but no, we don't have. We have an SMT here. So basically bullish, Lucas, it's when the market is trading up like this. That's a bullish trend, okay? And when we say bearish, it's when we're currently in the bearish trend, which means that the market is trading down, okay? That's bullish and that's bearish. Pretty easy. Bullish means we're going up, bearish means we're overall trading in a downtrend. Okay? You're welcome. I think we might go lower, guys. We might go for some retracement here on NQ. Well, let's see. I would be surprised that this low is going to hold. Could be, actually. It could hold the price right now. But I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Thank you very much, GG. Yeah, well, of course, we're going to see other pairs too, but as it's the opening of New York, you know, and as I trade indices, I'm going to stay on the indices for now, but of course, in a few minutes, I can go on other pairs like Forex, gold. You can ask me in the chat if you want me to analyze another pair, and I will do it with pleasure. Just looking at the indices right now because it's kind of the kill zone that I like to trade, the opening of New York, so that's why. Otherwise, of course, we have the FOMC today, so we're gonna be careful. We don't want to take a dumb trade, never. Tu veux dire du coup venir chercher ces liquidités? Leclerc? Axel? Moi aussi, hein, je le vois prendre ce lot, honnêtement. Je vois bien une session asiatique qui tient. I wouldn't be surprised that the Asian high is going to hold for now, because we can see that, you know, we had this breaker that seems to want to hold here. Yeah. And overall, we have this, you know, SMT. Here, we have this SMT in between ES and NQ. As you can see, here we have an SMT, bearish SMT, inside this fair value gap here in the H4. You know, so yeah, we might go for this low. Maybe we're going to go for this low during the FOMC. Maybe they're going to, you know, create liquidity before the FOMC. That's why we wanted to be careful, and we don't want to be part of the liquidity creation, the building liquidity right now. But let's see. Here we have an SMT on the 5-minute SMT. Here we holding this fair value gap. I think I might go for a quick trade here, quick short on the NAS. Let's see. I'm not going to trade until we broke this low. Until we break this low, I wouldn't trade. But here we're holding this fair value gap by creating an SMT2, as you can see here. SMT on the high. Here we take out the liquidity. We started to trade lower. It's a bit messy, to be fair. It's a bit messy. I'm not sure I'm not sure if we're going to be bullish or bearish. So for now, I wouldn't take any trade. Here we can see, you can see we have an SMT. Yeah, not the best price action over here. We might go lower for a bit. We might go lower for this next 15 minutes before the 10 a.m. candle. Could be. I'll wait for the breaker here on the 5 minute if I want to sell. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I might take a trade here. Quick trade here. Let's see. I'm gonna take a bearish trade here just to, let me see. TPBL is low, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be activated or not. Still not the best price action though, so be careful. Let's see. Yeah, well, if price is going to drop without me, I'm going to delete my order, because here it's like, yeah, unfortunately. Yo. So here, if I could explain you why I'm interested in selling here for a quick trade, is because we open with an SMT here. Overall, I think we might go lower to take out the liquidity below these lows. So here, yeah, we got the breaker on the M5. Let's see if I can be activated or not. Let's see if price is going to drop without me. Yeah, price is dropping. I'm not surprised. Ah, la, la. Alright, so I'm going to delete my order. Unfortunately, price is dumping without me. Oh la la. Oh la la. Shit. Damn. That's harsh. That's harsh. Yeah, it could have been a good trade here, but yeah, missed the entry. Oh, well, I didn't miss any entry actually, but just by 1 pip here. Yeah, that was the entry. Yeah, of course. Why am I putting my stop here? I don't know. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna delete the order because now price is too far from my entry point and I don't want any retracement going on anyway. So no trade. But as you can see, guys, my vision wasn't wrong here. Yeah. Oh, I don't like when price go without me, but that's all good. Well, in the meantime, if you guys want me to analyze a certain pair, just tell me in the chat and I will do it. Here we got an SMT now on this low. We might go for retracement during the 10 a.m. candle. Let's see. That was a good trade though. That was a very good trade. Missed the entry for a few pips. Now it's too late. Now it's too late. I wouldn't trade here if price retraced. It was here. Here was the trade. SMG. CRT here. I don't know why I just didn't put my entry here. Should have put my entry here instead of here. I don't know why I did that. All good. So let's see. Let's see the DAX actually. Let's see the DAX. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. NAS. Here I'm gonna let the NAS here because all my analysis are on my left chart. Damn, that's crazy. Missed the entry for 2 pips and now now the price is dropping without me. That's crazy. Okay, so as you can see here, I just mapped out this IFVG during the morning, and actually the price respected perfectly. That's interesting. What was the time of the respected? It was 5:30. That was a nice entry here. Could have take this movement. Damn. Price is dropping for real. Price is dropping for real. Yeah, so I wasn't wrong here. As you can see, we had this SMT at the opening. So SMT in between ES, N and Q. Here we had the breaker on the M5, but unfortunately the price, you know, started to go too fast, to dump too fast. So I didn't had my entry, but it's all good. Could have entered here. My mistake. Yeah, we're gonna go for the low, I guess. We're gonna go for the low here. That was a good trade. Price is dropping for real. Price is dropping for real. Yeah. Here again this morning, I don't know if you guys catch this little trade here during the London session, I guess. That was a good trade again here in EU. On EU yesterday, we almost got this trade. Nah, too risky. Actually, too risky. Yeah, that would be too risky in my opinion. Here, I'm gonna go for more, but let's wait for the 10 a.m. candle to form a bit, and we're gonna talk about what could happen after. But just take a look at EU. On Monday, I don't know if you guys remember, we almost got the trade here at the opening of London session. I don't know if you guys were with me. Some of you guys might be with me, been with me on Monday. We almost catch the trade here. And from what I see today, the price action was almost the same here. Take out the Asian session high. Then we got this breaker. I mean, that's a good summer price action that we have here. on EU, on Forex pair, on indices as well. That's a good price action. 2026 is a very good year actually. Here we have the breaker. What time is it? Okay. Let's see if we had any SMT with the DXY at this point. Okay, no SMT. No SMT here on 1 minute. TradingView is lacking so much lately. I don't know if you guys, for you guys is the same, but my TradingView is lacking a lot. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why, but TradingView is slow, so slow. It's very boring. Well, anyway, here that was a good trade, I guess, for those who like to trade Forex pair. We have this kind of London session PO3. Pretty smooth price action here. All right, let's go back to the indices because we have something to see. All right, here, yeah. So basically right now, it could be interesting to let me see. That's not ES. That's S&P and that's NQ. Okay. Well, we have an SMT here formed just before 10 a.m. So that means that we could have a retracement here. Actually, we could have a retracement. We might be careful. We might be very careful. Yeah, we could have a retracement for sure. Let's see how price trades. I wouldn't be surprised if we have a retracement. Let's see if this 5 minutes fair value gap hold or not. If this 5 minutes fair value gap doesn't hold, for me, it could be interesting to take longs. But let's see. So again, why would I be interesting now to take longs? Because we have an SMT here, okay? We have an SMT here, okay? And this SMT appears just before 10 a.m. And 10 a.m. is always a retracement candle, okay? It's most likely going to be the opposite of the opening. Here on the opening, we had this strong bearish movement that was clearly targeting this liquidity below this low, okay? But here we have this divergence, right? So now that it's 10 a.m. and we just had this SMT, let's see if we can have more PDRAs that could, you know, tell us that retracement is going on. Could go on, because why my imbalance is not displaying here? See, TradingView is lacking again. I'm good, how are you? So let's see. Let's see. Otherwise, guys, how you guys doing? Did you take any trade yesterday? Yesterday was a messy price action. I didn't took any trade. That's what I like indices, because there is so much opportunity every day. So much opportunity. This kind of price action, I like this kind of price action. I was bearish 15 minutes ago, didn't took the trade, missed the opportunity here, but now you have another opportunity. Even if you miss one trade, you can have another trade after. That's why I like indices. If you know how to trade indices, you can make millions, I swear. If you know how to trade indices the good way, you can make a lot of money. But you have to understand how they works, because it's always the same scheme again and again, days after days. Just a matter of understanding liquidity, understanding premium and discount. you know, even if you miss the entry here like me, now we could have a good trade, you know, a good retracement and good long to take in the next few minutes. Let's see if this imbalance doesn't hold. I'll take a long here. Let's see. I have to see one detail though. Okay, still in the process. Because here on the 1 minute we have this kind of breaker block here. So I know what I'm talking about. Let's see guys. Let's see 1 hour here. Now we can see for now this imbalance is holding. That could be perfect if we don't take out this low by doing this kind of bearish movement. What would be perfect is if it's here we can have an internal SMT. If ES take out this low and NQ don't, you know, if NQ doesn't take this low while ES take this low, while we have already this higher time frame SMT, that would be very, very, very interesting. Let's see. I think we're gonna have our answer at 10:15 New York time. Let's see. Of course, if you guys have any question about the challenges, about Clickfunded, about, you know, a rule that you didn't understand properly, if you know, want to ask me something, just make sure that you're using the chat. There is no stupid question. Si jamais vous avez des questions vis-à-vis des challenges, des règles, des challenges, de n'importe quoi vis-à-vis de Clickfunded, quelque chose que vous auriez aimé me partager, n'hésitez pas à me faire part de cela dans le chat. Je suis là pour y répondre. Donc n'hésitez pas, guys. Tout est très clair pour moi, les amis. Là, vraiment, tout est extrêmement clair. Si IS prend ce low, que NQ ne prend pas ce low, que ici, on prend cette imbalance et qu'on prend aussi cette imbalance M5, je mets ma maison sur le fait qu'on remonte durant toute l'après-midi. C'est aussi simple que ça. Sinon, on va continuer à être baissier durant toute l'après-midi, ou alors tout du moins, on va sûrement aller prendre ces lows. Et donc à ce moment-là, bah, rien à faire parce qu'il fallait prendre le trade ici. C'est trop tard. À ce moment-là, c'est trop tard. Plus rien, ça ne sert plus à rien de vendre ici. Là, le mouvement, il est déjà parti. Si tu essayes de rattraper un couteau qui descend comme ça, c'est mort pour toi, tu vas te couper. Ah, il n'y a pas de compte à gagner aujourd'hui. Soon. Ok, qu'est-ce que je vous ai dit, les gars? Qu'est-ce que je vous ai dit? Ici, on a pris le lot. Si ici, on prend pas le lot, qu'on me crée une double SMT, les gars, vous pourrez pas dire que je vous aurais pas prévenu. Hein. Yeah. Yes, has taken the low. Let's see if the plan works. We're gonna see. We're gonna see, guys. We're gonna see. If the plan works, just call me the god of the trading. For real. For real. J'aurais voulu prendre le trade ici en haut. Après, pour être très honnête, c'était un trade risqué. De toute façon, c'est ce que j'avais dit. À quelques pistes, je me suis pas fait activer. En fait, je m'étais placé ici, tout simplement. Je m'étais placé... Training View, vraiment, bref. Je m'étais placé ici et je me suis pas fait activer. Du coup, j'ai raté ce mouvement-là. Maintenant, c'était un trade risqué. Faut dire ce qui est. C'était un trade risqué. Et voilà. Ça arrive, c'est comme ça. Ça me fait plaisir aussi, les gars. Ça me fait plaisir aussi. Depuis, il s'est passé beaucoup de choses. I mean, for me, it's not a good... I mean, I don't sell. I don't sell anymore. I'm going to tell you why. Because I've been in this kind of situation many times. The problem with selling here is that could work. I'm not going to tell you the opposite. It could work, but it's too risky in my opinion. You know, you're selling too late. You're too late in the party, and that's when, even if it's very frustrating, right? It's extremely frustrating. You have to pass. You have to pass your turn. You have to pass because it's too late to sell inside the leg here. Where you see, well, think we're gonna go lower now that price is dropping. No sell in the discount zone, that could be the first rule, of course, but you know, if you're going to sell here, you're gonna protect this high. Yeah, you're gonna protect this high, but price could go in your favor for some minutes and then you're gonna reverse. I mean, it's too late. It's too late. Honestly, it's too late. Now that I see that price is dropping, honestly, I will not be interested in anything else. The entry was up here. I missed the entry. Too late, you know? And that's when, of course, it's frustrating, but you have to work with that mentally. And honestly, that's exactly when I will quit the session here, right now. Right now, if I was alone, if I wasn't in live, I would just quit for today. Because from now, everything that you're going to try to trade is going to be forced trade, right? It's going to be forcing the trade. Trying to sell here for me by experience too risky. Trying to buy now, there is no point. There is no point of trying to buy. Exactly. This is where you have to, even if it's frustrating, you have to leave. You have to leave the screens. You have to cut the session. You know, you have to cut the session, and that's when I've been stuck. You know, that's exactly this kind of situation where I blew up account. I did terrible decision. It's exactly this kind of situation. You miss the entry here. You miss the entry at the beginning of the session. You start to be frustrated because you're like, oh, I could have been in this trade. I could have ended up being in profit right now. See, you start doing this kind of stuff. Oh, I missed the trade for 1 pips. I missed the na. And then you know, you start complaining, you start being frustrating, and your frustration is start to take over your mental. Inside your brain, you start to be, you know, greedy. You want more. Because you feel that you missed something, right? And that's when, you know, you can make terrible decisions. The best thing now when you start feeling frustration in your session and there is nothing logic to trade anymore, it's just to leave. Even if you were right about the bias, right? Even if you were right about the direction of the session, I mean, you know. Je me base pas forcément uniquement sur du M5, mais le M5, ouais, il est intéressant. Il est intéressant, c'est un des meilleurs LTF pour avoir quand même une... En fait, si tu veux, les FVG, les IFVG sur du M5, elles sont quand même très pertinentes. Donc voilà, tu vois. Voilà. Dans tous les cas, ce trade-là, effectivement, ça aurait été un trade un peu tiré par les cheveux que j'aurais pris. C'était plus de l'expérience et de l'intuition. Chose que j'évite de faire maintenant parce que je sais que ça paye pas tout le temps de vouloir taper sur son intuition ou de vouloir trader sur son intuition. Mais c'est vrai que ça aurait pu quand même être intéressant comme trade. Maintenant, voilà, c'est du passé. En fait, il faut savoir vite passer à autre chose quand tu as raté un trade ou quoi. C'est le plus important. Le monthly, etc. Non, franchement, daily, oui. Weekly, monthly, ouais, c'est intéressant d'avoir en tête un peu le biais daily, le biais monthly. Maintenant, c'est plus les clôtures de bougies qui peuvent être intéressantes sur ces unités de temps. Je vais pas après aller consulter ces unités de temps tous les jours pour avoir par exemple le biais de ma session ou quoi. On pourrait remonter, on a de la divergence. En effet, on a une divergence qui est claire. Maintenant, comme je l'ai dit, pour moi, ça va être compliqué. Ça va être compliqué. Voilà. On va prendre ce low. On a pris ce low. On a pris ce low. Ouais, on a pris ce low. Mais là, il va falloir attendre un peu. C'est-à-dire que là, quand même, on va pas pouvoir se contenter d'une simple inversion M5. Va falloir quand même attendre un peu. On est quand même full bearish. Ça serait très culotté de vouloir acheter ici juste parce qu'on a une inversion M5. Ok? Là, ça va être compliqué de vouloir acheter juste après une inversion M5. Donc évidemment, si durant l'après-midi, on vient prendre ici cet order block bearish, on vient créer l'inversion ici en M5, on crée du coup un breaker block, pourquoi pas? Pourquoi pas? Mais va falloir faire attention, là, va falloir être patient, c'est pas du tout de suite, là. C'est plus du tout de suite, ok? Parce que visiblement, en fait, on n'a pas cette réaction. On n'a pas cette réaction comme ça qui intervient dans les 15 premières minutes de la bougie de 16 heures. Et donc, comme on n'a pas cette réaction qui intervient dans les 15 premières minutes, on sait que potentiellement, on va avoir un retournement durant l'après-midi, hein, c'est très probable. Mais, c'est très probable ou pas, d'ailleurs. Hein, je parle dans un cas où on commencerait à retracer. Mais il faudra attendre, il ne faut pas se précipiter, hein, il ne faut vraiment pas se précipiter. Voilà. Donc c'est bien, vous voyez vraiment comment je trade en direct. Vous voyez aussi que là, j'ai raté ma position à quelques pips. C'est des choses qui arrivent et ça va arriver. Les gars, c'est ça qui fait toute la différence sur du long terme. C'est comment vous allez réagir à ce genre d'inconvénients, ce genre de déconvenus, ce genre de choses. Que vous soyez le meilleur trader du monde ou pas, ça ne va pas vous éviter de rater des positions pour 1 ou 2 pips. Ça ne va pas vous éviter ce genre de déconvenus. Ça arrive à tout le monde. Et il faut vraiment le bien le comprendre. Que c'est justement la différence qui va être faite. C'est la réaction à ce genre de petites déconvenues qui sur le long terme va faire toute la différence. Exactly. For now it's bearish. I mean, you know, it would be hard to buy anything from here. Would be hard to buy anything from here. I mean, at this point when we started to have a double SMTs, it was, you know, could have been interesting. Now I mean, if we take out this low, right? If we take out this low, we actually did take out this low. We took out this low. If this candle, this 1 hour candle closed inside the range, plus we have M15 inversion, okay, we can start to be interesting in longs again. But for now, we just have to wait. We just have to wait, of course. Here there is an SMT, maybe going on here, you know. Ouais, en vrai de vrai, tu vois, la Fed, tout ce que tu veux, les annonces économiques, quand c'est dans 5 heures, là, c'est dans 5 heures, là, à l'heure où on parle. Enfin, c'était dans 5 heures à l'heure où on a commencé la session. C'est pas un problème, ça va pas changer vraiment le fait que tu puisses prendre un trade ou pas. S'il y a un bon setup, il y a un bon setup, et puis voilà, quoi, c'est tout. All right, so yeah, here as you can see, you have here on the 5 minutes a fair value gap again. Let's see if we break this fair value gap up, but I wouldn't take any trades long before we create this breaker block on the 5 minute. So yeah. Right, interesting price action. No, it's someone else. Do you have any question? No, I don't manage personally the Discord, but I mean, if you have a question here, you can ask me. So yeah, guys, that's basically it for today, I guess. Nothing really interesting from now. We'll see us tomorrow again. Same session. Just we're gonna start the live at 3 p.m. France hour, so it would be 1 UTC instead of 1:30 UTC tomorrow. So yeah, maybe before I cut the live, I'm going to break down with you why I was interested in taking a short here at some point. So again, I'm a big fan of SMTs at the opening. Here you can see that we take out this liquidity here on the high, whereas on the SP we don't. Okay, so that was the first thing. Of course, we confirming here this imbalance. We have a lot of liquidity here on the lows. Here on the 5 minute, you can see that we created the SMT, as I showed on the 15-minute here, ES is validating this imbalance here. We took out this high, and that's why it was a bit dangerous, was a bit risky to take the trade directly on the 1 minute, you know. Here we started to see at some point power on the downside, so that's when I wanted to take the trade, exactly here, because for those who know, this kind of schematic is very, very, very powerful. So I know that from now we could have go down, but you know, I place myself like that instead of putting my limit here, and then price dropped. No, I'm just asking because they wrote me again. As I said, I was just trying to try to answer how they asked me the challenge. Okay. So did you buy a challenge? Did you buy a challenge, Lucas? Did you buy any challenges? Ok les gars, donc demain ça sera avec moi aussi en live à 15h heure française. Donc pareil, on va trader les indices américains, on verra s'il y a des trades à prendre. Voilà pour aujourd'hui. J'espère que ça vous a plu. En tout cas, comme d'habitude, je suis resté transparent. J'ai essayé de prendre ce que j'aurais pris en temps normal. Ici, je ne prendrai plus de trades pour l'instant. Je vais laisser le prix tout simplement évoluer. Et puis on verra bien ce qui se passe par la suite demain, si on a de nouvelles opportunités ou non. Ok. Si vous avez des questions, profitez-en avant que je clôture le live. So guys, as I said, I think it's done for today. If you want me to ask, if you want, you know, if you have any question, if you want me to answer something, and if there is no more question, I'm just going to end the live here, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right, Lucas, I understand. Well, I'm here to help you to learn a bit. Of course, you have YouTube channels that can explain you a lot of things on trading. So yeah, feel free to ask in the Discord for help or for any question. We're here to help you. All right, guys. Thank you, Trading Jedi. See you tomorrow. And yeah, take care, guys. Bye-bye.